11:46. And it's not a Fortnite, it's a Kim kind of night. And when I say Kim, Adrian, that part. Back when we was rocking Dickies, Cathcart. Don't get me started. Cause you know your boy gonna go retarded. Shabaka Asafos. Ghetto. Not Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. But maybe it's good on neighborhoods. Maybe it's good on neighborhoods. Neighbors. That's what my neighbor from neighborhood. Crib used to say neighbors. Oh. Tell you war stories. I love him. My defibrillator. My nigga said, man, I got your camera. See, I smiled up out of this so far. I'm wiggling to the P. Body count, baby face, damn, 2 weeks ago. Oh, no, no. I just gave my young life one of these. Wrapped it up real nice and taught him how to use it. He's single digits. Single digits, you know, we was with the blamatory. Before we were saying blamatory was mandatory because mama liked it. The neighborhoods, they were safer based on regular little statistics and demographics. But based upon my geographical, locked in location. Stop moving around. You got me dizzy. Really? Yeah, I paced the bando. I move around in the bando because I used to only be able to go from right there to right there on level 4. Oh. Today is one of the best days of my life, man. And you know I'm a night owl. You know, I don't really know how it's going to go, but if it continues with this momentum, damn, we're going to get a moment. My little young life had a lot to say. My young life had a lot to say. I don't know where he was coming from, where he was bumming from. Done now don't sell it. I'm like, that's the relic. And I ain't really say too much. Let niggas speak. Let niggas tweet. But in my mind, I'm hella weak. It was like, nigga, See, I can speak it, but I won't. And when I do speak it, I'm only saluting. You know, his statutes of limitations and shit. You know, niggas be up on the investigation for 50 years, man, and get blamed at 60 and be gone. Or do fuckboy shit for hella years and get away with it like R. Kelly. Kill rappers and rappers kill other rappers and police kill niggas. And I figure out the best way to kill the game is to stay in my lane. 2021 has come down by. You know how I do it. I come in. Mr. Safo's neighborhood. We bopped it off for the first time today. It's really supposed to be Maroon Goon Monday or Goon Tuesday, you know. Oshun Fida, which Fida is Ghanaian, Chwe for Friday. If you're wishing to name yourself with an African name, find out what day you was born on. You know, a lot of times throughout history, we name ourselves first and foremost, or at least initially, because we take many names on in life as you initiate it and as you grow. I was Shabaka in fourth grade. I became Kool-Aid around fifth or sixth. Didn't even know about Boule-Aid and Kool-Aid, and I didn't know about them. I knew about Young Kool-Aid from Oak Park. But around that time, my Tongan homegirl actually named me Kool-Aid. Is they Usos? Uso, I think, is Samoan for brother. Fae. Fae is dad in Tongan. Anyway, shouts to little Marche Devin, my nephew. He Tongan and black. Me, I'm Bonga and Onga. Unga and I'm Munga. I'm Telemundo and I'm La Palita. I'm Mellow Man Ace and I'm sharing our love between the sheets, between the streets. Man, our Streets Coalition is one of the best things to happen to the kid after BLM, after DBM, after PBM. And now we in the PM finna come into the AM midnight. And I'm still refusing to write. But I might just record and read. Ooh, that's Cinnabon. I left it on the oven. Bye-bye with the extra frosting. Not that I need all that. When my heart got the triz nipping, I found out. I love that word, triz nipping. It make me think about Keyways. You know, double Dutch talk, man. For shizzle, dizzle, you know. But they triz nipping. But yeah, so tree eye ipping. But I'm gonna roll up and I'll be back. Oh yeah, boom. So and let me see when I catch that little one. La la ba ba boom, run across the room, bow bow. Yeah, I went to okay, so that Wink House get out, 09. Oh no, we got out 10, but 09 I went to the hall. So yeah. Around 09. I do what I usually been doing throughout my life, be a leader, be at least a progenitor when they plant seeds and water them and watch them develop. And a lot of times get out the way, just like I did with pretty much everything else. Nowadays, they call it passive aggressiveness. Nah, I'm an alpha lion. I'm a fucking Aries. I run in here first. I do my thing. It's just we get excited with the initial breakthroughs and go on to do other things. They call it procrastinating. They call it being unfocused. And yeah, it is. Those are strengths and flaws that, you know, have accumulated in those who fall up under that particular sign being Aries, you know, like Simba, Willie Dynamite, like Kente, Killer Dirt, like Tony Allen, like so many more. But my grandpa, Tyler Walker. But yo, or streets is what I was tapping into. Okay, I find my way back. Yeah, that thing happened so beautifully, man. And I don't never panic, rush, or whatever. I just try to put my best foot forward, do my best in that moment. My moments are kind of pressurized because I really internalized the pressurized oppression that my people came up in. And yeah, That's a little bit of it. We're gonna get some more of it. But yeah, so in doing what I always do around '09, I bring back a practice that it started in 1965, which is called Kwanzaa, taken from a term, a well-used term in Swahili, because Swahili is said to be one of the widest spoken languages in the motherland, far as people. Yoruba will be up there because they're populous. It's a lot of Yoruba people in 3 different states before the white people came and broke it all down and said, "Hey, Portugal, you can have that. Spain, España, France, you can have that part. Um, what's the Netherlands? Y'all can have that part. South Africa, whatever." And there was a place called Yoruba land where the Egyptians, the Comedians, the Kamites, the Alkebalanis, whatever you want to call the original people that built the pyramids over there in Kush and Kemet, they went on the run because the Greeks and the Romans began to come out of their gestation periods of being particularly in caves. Nobody really lived over there except for some dudes who came from where? Kemet, over in Ireland. Went over there. And in fact, the Gaelic language is roughly rooted in original Egyptian. Facts. The Harpers know. Black Irish. The good thing about life is you watch comedians for 20 years and you see how they refine their skits, how they refine their comedy, how they pretty much do the same. What do they call that? They pretty much do the same, push the same line from city to city while on tour, come back, refresh them, revisit them, and whatnot. And that's pretty much all I'm doing. Long time doing this, study of small things, knower of not that much. The man who knows something knows he knows nothing at all. And I don't really know too much, but from the cradle to the grave, we seek the knowledge. And around '09, I brought back personally around my little circumference, the little section I had in my location at that time, repressa. Taken from the word to repress, to put down a riot, to quell an upsurge or whatever. Repress somebody. Kind of like the word I just said a minute ago, pressurize oppression. When you oppress somebody, it's pressurize. These words, these press, when you press your line, when you pressing, we speaking of a language, man. And it's made up and it's spoken for a reason. So yeah, they put us over there and renamed the place of Folsom, which Folsom initially was a little location where some Africans that came and put it down and tried to be freer and put their stuff together. And years later, white folks came and took that area, named it Folsom or whatever. But that little section over there, they call it Repressa, California. They use language, they use words. Like them white boys using words and speaking languages. You gotta be diversified. And they realize that they got to put certain things in play that defy the Constitution, that go against the Constitution of people trying to be free, of people overthrowing their country if it does not do what it's supposed to do and uphold it. And it was the Panthers that made them kick all that up by running in the state capital, Sacramento, downtown Sac. And that has not been duplicated in this bootsy ass country. You look out there in Argentina and Asia, they the Tupac Amaru Indians came up out of their little thing to go and get active right after Pac died. Held the government up, and when they mudfed, they natural people from the earth. Didn't need all of this, the Tupac Amaru, who Tupac was named after. But here, ain't nobody did nothing equivalent, whatever, to that form of demanding your rights, demanding, your belief systems or whatever, and being able to protect yourself. So they came out with the Panther Bill right after that, right after, roughly 10 or 14 Oakland boys only a few of those being members of the official Black Panthers and actually studying the building. But you connected in the mob. You connect. You got this dude here, Silver Fox. He only come out at night, but he come out and you had movements like Ho Back to Africa. I mean, it was wild, man. All you got to do is just look at the Black Muslim Bakery. Oakland is it's something else. But yeah, them dudes. They had one of the leaders of the Panthers. Fall back, sit back, bro. And we can't all get gaffled up like MCA you said one time got from up. We can't all get gaffled up trying to run up in here and make this point of them trying to get on us using our constitutional right to bear arms. And they came out with what's roughly in slang terms called the Panther Bill. I can think of the actual bill if I really think about it. It's in my computer. Rest in peace to Alex Trebek from Quebec, up there in Canada somewhere, Toronto, I don't know. Yeah, we made it our own. So they run up in there and do their thing, and it's duplicated. I'm not an anarchist, man. I'm just, I'm not a Black Republican. I'm not pro-white. I'm pro-Black. But one thing I'm not pro is what has been orchestrated towards the Black man, the Black family, the original people of the world, and some would even say this country. Certainly built this country, built the fucking world from this brain mind, mainly being using a certain hemisphere of the mind that few can tap into. Some would even say they can't even use what's called the third eye, the pineal gland, whatever gland you want to call it. So what? They can't create jazz and horns and electricity and so what? It's the white man's fucking world. And one thing about the white man is he knows when things is coming to an end, shaky, crafty, when his things is being tried, when he needs to. And we know what they do. So what they did over there is they ran into Africa. They ran into particularly Egypt, right there by the Negev Desert, Ethiopia. They ran in there, man, at a smaller number. This was before they actually developed the guns. But of course, through their interaction with the world, they ended up developing guns and was able to come back through South Africa, fuck with the Zulus, all that shit. But them original Africans, them original Black people, for hundreds of years had to be on the run and rebuild their kingdom. Songhai and all these various kingdoms, one particularly the Yoruba kingdom, located in parts of Nigeria, Togo, Benin, West Africa. They pretty much are the bearers, the custodians of what was taught in the beginning of time when we used a particular part of our brain to build some damn pyramids, man. Something to represent our deads and our leaders and stuff like that, and really became the only civilized nation ever to exist, especially for a period. This is a baby nation. The nation only a few hundred years old. But yeah, so I'm down there. I hate to give up the location because I'll be posting, but it ain't no secret. It ain't no mystery. Shit, half the shit be location on the fly. But I'm down there about to Zoom and all the texts and stuff start coming in about people standing up. So although I'm not an anarchist and definitely no damn Black Republican, definitely is what I am. I am what I am. I like to see shit shook up a little bit. Certainly I enjoy one particular aspect of Trump being in office, the damn near devil. What is he? Blue-blooded American taking every fucking tax break and, like all rich people going broke a few times, bankrupt and all that shit. I just came from out there in the cold, as I often like to do when Mr. Safo's neighborhood kicks off. It was cold out there. But yeah. Some Moosey Club. I've been going for a minute. The 1940.